Okay, so this kit comes with a scratch plate that's already fully wired up. It's got three cheap single coil pickups on there. There's a 5-position selector switch, which is supposedly configured in the usual way, and we'll go through that a bit later on. And it's got the usual volume and two-tone controls on there. The volume control should operate on all pickups, and the two-tone controls are respectively associated with the neck pickup and the centre pickup there. So 3 single coil pickups, they're fairly cheap, but I think it's about time I got to testing them. So what I've done is I've just lashed up, I've just tack soldered the jack socket to the wiring as appropriate. There's the wire that eventually is going to go to the ground point on the floor on the back. So we can actually plug this in, and what we'll do is we'll go through each of the selector positions and make sure that the pickup's appropriately working, that the volume control's working, and that where appropriate, that the tone control's working. So I can plug that in and test it. Let's make sure the amp's on. Now what normally people do is they'll just tap the pickup with a screwdriver or something, and that will kind of work, but my thought is that I'd like to try something a little bit more, let's say, sophisticated than that, and maybe in due course something that I can make maybe even something that's measurable. So what I've done is I've made up this little tool here, which is basically it's a bit of an offcut of timber with a little lump of bent metal on it. Now this bit of bent metal, funnily enough, I've got some of these flash memory sticks kicking around. You may have seen them, that kind of thing, where they've got a metal key fob attachment on them. I've got one of them here, which I've just ripped off the metal clip off that, and I've screwed it down to this bit of offcut of wood. And what happens is, and it's a good substantial length of wood, because what happens when I ping it, it will just vibrate slightly and make a little bit of a ding noise. And it's a good solid chunk of wood, so there's a good bit of resonant timber there to be able to allow it to resonate for a little while. And my thought is that if I offer this up to the pickup position and give it a ding, it will give me an indication as to whether the pickup's active or not. So let's start at the neck position. So I've got the 5-position selector switch all the way into the neck position. So if I now start at make sure the volume control's up, and I'm going to turn the tone controls all the way up as well. So I'll just ping this next to the neck position pickup, and you can hear that we've got something coming out there. That's good. I'm very pleased with that. And just to prove that the other pickups aren't working, if I do it next to here, you can hear there's no sound from the amp coming out there on either of those two. So I'll just do the same thing, and I'll turn the volume down to 0, and that proves that I've got nothing happening there. Turn it back up again. So you could argue that the volume control is working. I'm not sure how well this will do with the tone control, but if I ping it and adjust the tone control, yes, I can tell. I don't know if you can pick it up on this recording, but the tone quality is definitely changing there, so that's good. Happy with that. I'm now going to move to the middle position, the centre position of the 5-position selector, and I'll test the neck pickup again, and again we've got nothing there. On the middle pickup here, we can now hear that's working. And then if I go to the bridge pickup, there's nothing happening there, so I'm happy with that. So we'll test the volume control again on the middle pickup. Volume all the way down, and nothing's happening. Volume all the way up, and we're getting the sound, and that's great. So it proves that the volume control is working on the middle pickup. So I'm going to try the tone control. Again, you may not pick this up on the... Yes, and I can definitely tell that the tone quality is changing there. It's much more bright in the maximum tone position, and a lot duller when we turn it down to the minimum position. So I'm satisfied that's working as well. So I'll move it all the way now to the bridge position. I'll try the neck pickup again, nothing. Middle pickup, nothing. Bridge pickup, and there it is. Oh, nice and bright as well. Okay, and let's test the volume control on that. We'll test the volume control on that. So nothing happening there. And the tone control shouldn't have any effect on this pickup. And they don't. There's no change in tone quality as I adjust the tone controls, but the volume control does. So that's great. I'm really quite pleased with that so far. What we'll do now is we'll check the paired pickups. If I now move back one position so that this is now supposedly got both the bridge and the centre pickups active, we'll start and test the neck pickup. Nothing there. Middle pickup. Yes, we have action. And the bridge pickup. Yes, we have action. So I'm pleased with that. And we'll go to the other intermediate position where we're now looking at the neck and the middle pickup together. So that's the neck pickup, that's the middle pickup, and there's the bridge pickup. Nothing happens. So all in all, I'm actually quite happy that the whole thing's working. I'm also delighted that my little improvised tool seems to have worked. I think there's scope in there for maybe to develop that into something a little bit more measurable, perhaps, something that will allow me to set it down next to a pickup and maybe have it offset by a specific distance so that when I ping it I know it's always going to be the same. But that's a future project. Right now I'm really very happy that this scratch plate with the supplied pickups, albeit inexpensive single coil pickups, it seems to be working quite nicely, and I'm happy to carry on.